So just my thoughts on Nick Bustamante. When I think about Nick, my theme right now, and it's kind of cheesy, is I think about living the dream, and that's kind of like I posted on Twitter and on Facebook. This guy's living the dream. This guy started as a basic member, just like everyone else, paying member at AKA. Started when we opened the doors back 2.5 years ago. And it's kind of like a rags to riches story. I mean, obviously he's got a long way to go. But you're talking about a guy who started as like I said, a basic member. He obviously had a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of judo in his background. But he's really the guy, you couldn't get him out of the gym. He's been here for 2.5 years, and about 1.5 years ago when we opened up AKA-Fresno 2, the second location, we had a opening for instructors. We were a little short-handed, so we asked Nick. We noticed obviously Nick, he's one of our top students in the gym, and we asked him, hey, can we start teaching class? And the guy started, and ever since then he's been one of our instructors, and he's progressed into a mixed martial arts fighter. He's 4-0. He's on the verge of accomplishing one of his goals. I know he must have like big aspirations, but to be a state champ and the first camo state title that they're going to be giving out is huge. So I'm real proud of Nick. And he's a shining example, because I can't tell you since we've opened this place how many people have come here saying, hey, I want to fight. I want to do this. I want to fight. Everyone wants to be a fighter. Everyone wants to be a fighter. But you know what? Not everyone wants to work and do what it takes. And I mean, honestly, he's one of the only ones I've seen that has said, I want to be a fighter. In fact, I don't think Nick's I've never heard him say, I want to be a fighter. He's just done it. He's just done it. And, and I think the guys that don't talk are the ones who, are the guys that are real. He's just put in the work. He's gone about his business quietly. And people have noticed. And he's not the type of guy that's going to sit there and say, hey, look at me. But, like I was saying, man, I mean, I've seen everything and heard everything being here with these gyms, the past 2.5 years. I've seen so many people come and say they want to be fighters and not have any idea what it takes to get to that level, to even go out there and compete at the level that Nick's at and actually lose. It's difficult, just to train, to cut the weight, everything that goes into it. I think a lot of people don't understand. Being myself, obviously I have a wrestling background, extensive wrestling background, and before I moved out here, I've had a lot of my buddies back in New York before I came out here to open up AKA with Cost. Say, hey man, you're gonna fight, you're gonna do this, gonna do that. And I've been around Cost, I've been around Wilcox, I've been around Fitch, all those guys up in San Jose. I've seen those guys train. I know what it takes. I know the dedication. I mean, it is such an amount of work that most people don't even realize. And in the beginning, you're not making any money. It's a thankless job. The guys that you see training at and fighting on the lower levels, they're not making a ton of money. They're not at the place where a Koscheck is or Cain Velasquez. That's 0.001% of millions.